right now is Lucky and Maci. We just finished our training session, guys. So we're working on alone time in the kitchen, and I like to take the puppies throughout the day into different places. So we just finished dinner, and they did really well. They're gonna be outgrowing this one before you know it. So we just finished dinner, and they sat there very nicely without whining while we were eating. They're doing good. So we're gonna work on doing some, just like stepping away. And sometimes they cry when you leave the room. So it's kind of like a baby, and you do peekaboo. And you let them see you. I don't make eye contact. But the whole point is to help them understand that it's totally okay to be alone. There, a little bit of crying. Watch. Sometimes the proximity and how often they see you needs to be seconds. And normally what I do when I start is I sit right there at the table and I do my work. So they see me and I'm that close to them. Right now, my mother-in-law is cleaning, and so they've got her in the kitchen and watching her. And I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna come sit here and work on the computer and just take time back and forth, checking out the puppies so they keep seeing me, just like playing peekaboo. So we're gonna have a calm evening, getting ready for bed and getting them used to just being okay without seeing us. You're okay. It's normal with puppies when they start doing that to whine a little bit, and usually fussing like this is just whining. This is nothing. If they get really loud and really noisy, that means you just need to get a little bit closer for them. But it's important not to make eye contact or necessarily talk to them when they're doing that. You ignore them and let them feel your calm energy as you're walking back and forth. Maci's gonna be about ready to hop out of that pen, so they need a taller pen. But for now, this is working just fine. So I'm gonna step away. Be sure when you have your pens for your puppies, get the vertical slats and the taller pens. This one's really more set up for our little guys, and they even learn to climb out. But these guys are really big, so it won't take much for them to realize they can pop right out of there. As you see, they're getting tall. But this is just really good for them. They just worked with Anakin for the first time, and they've worked with me. I like exposing them to lots of people. They're used to working with Mike and Bonnie. So they're just having a good, well-rounded experience. Lots of socialization. Notice that she's happy because I'm talking. That's soothing to them. So usually I'll do my Zoom calls with them next to me. I will be talking on the phone. And so that I'm not talking to them, but it's soothing to hear my voice. Something you can do is reading out loud. When they hear your voice, it's not like you're really talking to them. It's just a soothing, comforting thing. But it's not like you're talking to them and asking for a response. They just hear that I happen to be here talking. Step aside. I'll show you the treats again. It's the pottery, lamb, salmon, and potato meaty bites. They're a pretty big chunk, and you just break it into tiny little crumbs. And then this is our treat bag. The clicker's in here in the front pocket, but I like these treat bags. They just go right around your waist. This one has a magnetic opening, and the treats are in there. Really great for when you're working with your dog. You just want to keep it on you at all times. I like using the Licky bottles. We use those, but I found that Maci wasn't super interested in that peanut butter. So my daughter Hannah had an idea, and she says, what if we mixed the peanut butter with, made kind of a ground up, maybe chicken or baby food in there, and then you just need to keep it in the fridge. And I'm like, good idea, because she's more focused on the meat. Every dog has their favorite things, but these treats are fantastic. I do like using the squeezy bottles when I first start with puppies because it teaches them to lick instead of biting. And it helps with training because it's a little faster. But we're gonna work on some different alternatives in the squeezy bottle. We've found, so notice she's whining, so I'm gonna just pretend I'm doing something and walk in front of the hallway. Or see me. Basically, I'm just making this video just to give you an idea on how I handle puppy whining. No, thank you. And then you'll know how to do that. So we're gonna just continue. Yep. And I'm gonna walk this way. Everything's cool. And I think I'm gonna bring my computer and sit at the table. And we'll just make this into a training session. So I'm gonna grab my computer. So when your puppies come home, you'll have to do a little bit of this work yourself because it's a new environment. Oops, sorry for all the moving around. It's kind of an impromptu session. So I'm gonna just sit here and work with the puppies for some alone time evening work. They're really funny because they are used to doing this in the enrichment center in my office. So this is a new place. All right, I'm gonna sign off. This is long, but it just wanted to give you an idea on how we do things and just consider it as this is your preemptive work to help your puppy have a calm state of mind. And it's okay if they whine like this. This is very normal, and just ignore it and just do some work and sit beside them. This is like the sit with the dog bonding ritual, but we're leaving them in the pen for their alone time work. All right, signing off. Dishwasher sounds happening over here. All is well.